as of right now, for what he's doing, it's good for what he's doing. But once he fights a real fighter, it's going to be bad.
Floyd Mayweather recently sent a brutal warning to Jake Paul about fighting real boxers in professional boxing bouts. Now, the problem child has gained an infamous reputation for mainly taking on retired athletes, boxers, and MMA fighters to boost his popularity and boxing record. So, with a record that stands at 10-1, Paul may seem like a successful boxer, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Most of these fights haven't even been against professional boxers his own age. Now, his latest victory was against bare-knuckle boxing champion and MMA fighter Mike Perry, who fought just one boxing fight in his entire pro career. I mean, as y'all can imagine, Paul's gained a pretty bad reputation in the boxing community, with a lot of people criticizing his choice of opponents. Floyd Mayweather recently became the latest to criticize the YouTuber turned boxer and exclaimed that Paul needs to stop what he's doing because he's never gonna find success in the long run. Here's the deal though, Mayweather is somebody who rarely shares his opinions on boxing fights that are unrelated to him or his promotions company, Mayweather Promotions. See, the boxing icon and promoter has been busy promoting the sport all over the globe as he takes on retired boxers in countries all over Europe and Asia. But with that said, this guy found the time to address Jake Paul's recent antics since he thinks that the social media personality is doing more damage to the sport than good. It sometimes feels like Mayweather is just jealous of Paul and his success in the sport in such a short span. Now, Money has tried his best to stop Jake Paul, but has found limited success so far. Last year, the two met at an NBA game where Money nearly got into an altercation with Paul.
Oh, you got camera too? So who you supposed to be? I'm just working, man.
What happened? You're not tough anymore since your loss? What happened since your loss? Yo, we gonna bust him up, guys?
I told you before, put that
Yo, let's bust him up. Where you running, Jake? Where you going since your fight? Since you lost? What's up, Jake? Where you going, Jake? Oh, he's running! He's running! Look at him! Jake Paul running, champ. Why is he running? I think because the last time. It's all right.
Paul's gonna be glad he got away in the nick of time because the previous time they met, things didn't go so well for the two of them.
Hang on. I want you out of the way for me one second, okay? Come on.
What's up? You wanna run it 2 in 1 night?
Yeah. What's up?
What's up? You wanna run it 2 in 1 night?
Right in front.
You wanna run it 2 in 1 night?
Absolutely.
So let's make it happen.
Let's do it.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
Yes, sir.
Get the paperwork for this bum.
Get Al Hammond.
Absolutely. I don't need Al Hammond.
Let me call Al Hammond.
I'm my
Let's
own
make
boss.
it happen.
I'm my own
2 in
boss.
1 night. Got you that.
For real. Let it go. Chill. Hey, knock it off! Fucking hand up! Hey, knock it off! Don't ever disrespect me. Don't ever disrespect me. Fuck out. Go. Grab Floyd. No. That was
Yes, sir. Got your hat.
Paul was bolder back in the day, and it seemed as if these two were meant to fight it out in the ring. Unfortunately for fans, things had changed and Mayweather seemed to have cooled down. Now, he also praised Paul's boxing capabilities. Just gotta look at what he had to say about the problem child in his latest interview.
But one thing I like about him, one thing I do like about him, he's selling it. He's selling it, and he's making good money, and he's entertaining. I like it.
Is he, and Floyd, there were many people who believe you're the most talented fighter ever, period. So whatever you say to this question, I think is important. Are you impressed? Does he have boxing ability, or is he just an entertainer who has a lot of fans and can promote a fight and has fought lesser opponents, or is he actually talented?
As long as he continues to fight MMA guys and YouTubers, he's gonna continue to look good and shine. But once he fights a real fighter, a real fighter that can really fight, it's not gonna be that good.
Does he have the ability, with what you've seen, to continue to mold himself into somebody who can actually? He told me before his goal is to fight Canelo, so that's where his mindset's at.
He get fucked up by Canelo. Oh, I'm sorry, it's TMT.
You can curse.
I apologize, but
no apologize about.
There's no way he get demolished. But for what he's doing, as long as they keep getting YouTubers and keep putting them in there with MMA guys, that's kind of over the hill, he's gonna continue to shine. So I'm proud of him. I'm not really upset. Even like it was so crazy. I remember just a while back, his brother was like, "Oh, I didn't get paid. It was just like I said before. He just want to keep his name out there. As long as he attaches his name to mine, he gonna keep my name out there. Remember what he said? He said, "Oh, Mayweather ain't gonna, he didn't pay me. Where's the lawsuit? If you didn't get paid, where's the lawsuit?" So it's a bunch of bullshit. But like I said before, they know what they're doing. Both brothers, Logan as well as Jake, they know what they're doing. So they're doing what they got to do.
While Mayweather is impressed with Jake Paul's recent success in the boxing ring, he doesn't think that he stands a chance against well-established boxers instead of old dudes past their prime. Now, it looking like Mayweather's predictions are set to come true, as he's about to take on Mike Tyson in a pro boxing fight next. This is obviously a massive fight for Paul, considering he's going to be fighting the boxing legend. While many don't want to see the 27-year-old Paul fight 58-year-old Mike Tyson, Iron Mike seems prepared for this fight. He recently posted his tweet where he started a countdown to the fight. A calm and composed Mike Tyson has closely watched Jake Paul's latest victory over Mike Perry. Now he's going to be eager to make his boxing return and put an end to the problem child's dominance on old people. Okay, so in case y'all missed it, Iron Mike has made it clear that he wants to fight Jake Paul with the sole intention of putting an end to his fledgling boxing career. He also didn't hesitate to mock the problem child's lack of fitness during the build-up to the fight.
I don't know if he's in his prime. He's fat. He should be lean and mean. He's fat and funky. I saw him with his shirt off the other day. He's fat. I thought, did you start training already?
Buster Douglas was fat, am I right?
I know, but you're no Buster Douglas. He's not gonna win. Nigga, he can't even knock out Nick Diaz. Nick Diaz is 40 pounds. How he's gonna knock me out? What's the other guy? Anderson Silva. He didn't knock those little guys. How he gonna knock me out? Who did he knock out? Who did he knock out? Little children. He didn't never knocked out a real man. Come on. I can't even get mad at this guy because everybody know this guy's talking out of his ass. And stealing money. I'm up here just stealing money fighting him. Well, just come to the fight and you'll see. Listen, I started Jake off and I'm gonna finish him.
I started Jake off and I'm gonna finish him. Now these words are meant to give the problem child nightmares until fight night. Mike Tyson is clearly in the mood to end Jake Paul's career. However, not everybody's interested in the fight. Let's take a look at the reactions from the boxing community and see what they had to say about this fight.
Man, Mike got that one-hitter quitter power forever till he passes away. And so at the end of the day, I don't think that Jake Paul's ever been hit with anything with that type of power. And so I think that Mike still got it. So we'll always have that power. It's the last thing to go. Yeah, for us fighters, the power is the last thing to go. And at the end of the day, I think that Mike is still, relevant when it comes to, him putting it on the show and being able to knock a dude out that's, never been really hurt. But Mike Tyson, that's power that he's never ever in his life in his life ever felt.
I mean, how old is Mike Tyson? 60?
57.
57. Jake Paul?
27.
You are a disgrace of a man. You are the epitome of weakness. You are the scum of the earth. The fact that you even have a platform or anything of that nature is a slight on society. You truly make me disgusted. And if I ever encounter you in real life, I hope that I just don't lose my shit and go to prison.
So this is a lose-lose for Jake Paul. You can't go out there and potentially beat up Uncle Mike, the guy that's so loved by the world. You don't get no cool points for that. Let's say you go in there and you do beat up Uncle Mike. So you think now people are gonna respect you. Oh, Jake Paul, yeah, you beat Mike Tyson, 58-year-old Mike Tyson. No, you're not gonna get the respect for that. In fact, I think it'd actually be worse. People might hate you more because it's Uncle Mike. Everyone loves Uncle Mike. But on the flip side, you go out there and you get put to sleep, which is a possibility because Uncle Mike still has that punching power. He's still ferocious and he will still come at you. You go out there and get put to sleep. Let's just go ahead and sign the death certificate of your career. There's no more career after that.
Yeah, you're asking the wrong guy. I'm a hardcore boxing fan. He's one of my heroes. I find it very sad. But it's a big event. I understand people are going to watch it. And it's entertainment, I guess. But for someone that idolised the guy growing up, yeah, not the best day.
Do you think Jake Paul gets any credibility if he beats Mike Tyson?
He's 58 years old.
Thoughts on this Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight?
Oh, jeez, I don't. It's a bit strange. You know, is my interest? The interest is low, and I don't know. I don't really. I don't understand it.
Got it. Any difference between this one and?
I wish well for Mike.
We're gonna go. Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You gonna watch his Mike Tyson fight?
Of course.
Who's gonna win?
It's a young man's sport, man.
Yeah.
This man been training for a long time. For what, 3? How long you been training?
He's at like 6 years now.
Come on,
non-stop.
Come on, man. What they got headgear on?
No, they're not. You know that saying, beware of the old man at war? Because it's a young man's game.
Yeah.
The people that survive are the ones you got to worry about. Mike Tyson is still in the ring.
Yes.
You got to worry about that.
You're right.
It's Mike Tyson. He's not a human. There's human fighters, then there's Mike Tyson.
So if he wins, is this going to count for you?
I believe it's an exhibition.
Will you celebrate like it's a
Yeah.
a W? Well, you celebrate every night. So.
Yeah, we will. We'll celebrate.
They don't celebrate at all. He doesn't celebrate.
You know, after fight, what do you do after fights?
Tetris. He plays Tetris.
I like Tetris. Yeah, play Tetris.
After fights?
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'll drink sometimes. Yeah.
There's multiple things that come to mind. Number one, it's Mike freaking Tyson against Jake Paul. There's like a 30-year gap between them, so that's interesting. Number two, it's at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. That's like 80,000. That's where the Dallas Cowboys play, for those that don't know. Like, that's a gigantic stadium, one of the biggest stadiums in the world. So that's a huge deal. That's not just some arena. And number three, it's on Netflix, and this is Netflix's first foray into live combat sports. Of course, a few weeks ago they broke massive news when they signed the deal with WWE, and we all thought that was going to start in January of 2025. Now here we get this on July 20th. So I'm sure a lot of people are going to have their say. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be upset about this. I see KSI tweeting about it, and some people seem to love it, some people seem to hate it. But one thing about Jake, he knows how to create headlines, and I have a feeling he had this in his back pocket leading up to that Ryan Borland fight.
Honey, what do you think of Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson? That fight just got announced. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson.
They're going to fight, huh?
Yeah, they're going to fight. Do you think Jake Paul can beat Mike Tyson?
I don't think so.
I'm sure you have some opinions about Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson is 57 years old. Honestly, I just think it's sad, bro. I don't know why Jake took it. It's a lose-lose. Everyone's going to know him as the guy that knocked out on old Mike Tyson.
At his age, if you get hit by one solid
Turn
Jake
into
Paul
prune
punch,
juice.
you're prune juice.
It's Mike Tyson. Anything can happen. Jake could literally walk out without an ear. Like, bro, he's...
The funny thing is, Evander Holyfield followed me.
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah. I said, nah.
Not enough ears?
No, I'm
Oh man, judging by the reactions, it is clear that ain't nobody wants to see Jake Paul take on a boxing legend who is way past his prime. I gotta say though, there's a lot of curiosity about how that fight would play out. Mike Tyson's biggest rival, Evander Holyfield, also analyzed the fight recently. Now, Holyfield has the experience since he fought Iron Mike all those decades ago in a fight that has now gone down as one of the greatest fights ever in boxing history. He had a few words of caution for Paul, advising him on how to approach Tyson in the ring. So just lend it your ear.
See that fight stylistically. How do you see like Mike at this age? By the time he fights Jake, I think he'll be 58 if I'm correct. Jake's like 26. How do you think that fight is going to turn out?
Well, I tell you what can happen.
Yeah.
Because it's with the confidence the other guy. I don't know how much confidence that Jake Paul have in all this, but he gonna be a lot quicker. And if he stay close to Mike, then his chance of winning gonna be great. But he try to stay back from Mike, he gonna get caught.
So yeah, why is that? Because people would think stay away from Mike, don't get hit, don't give him a chance to land at something on you.
Mike is like a snake. He'll pop out on you. He get there too quick. But if you charge him, you're gonna smother everything, because everything he push off his legs. He push off his legs, so he too close. Like this, but if you give him room, everybody get knocked out going backwards. Like this, you get him in the room, you're gonna be messed up.
So Holyfield was also asked whether Paul could spring up a surprise and defeat Tyson. Rather than sharing a prediction, Holyfield went on to talk about how it all depends on Paul's abilities to absorb Mike's punches and shared hilarious anecdotes about him sparring his son.
Do you see Mike winning or do you see Jake winning?
I don't know. It's all depending on how Jake fight. I tell you what, it's because somebody gonna tell him it's too crazy to be trying to get close to the guy. He gonna stay like that. Mike like he get in and he curve up like this and snap out and get you.
Yeah.
He'll jump up and
roll.
get you. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
I like this, and I'm like, but the point of the matter is this: do Jake Paul take a good shot? I never seen him get hit by nobody.
Or a guy that the power of Mike even up, because power's the last thing to go.
Yeah, I'm telling you, so that's it. But you never know. Yeah, just like Mike quit in the ring, he got tired and just quit and just sit down.
Oh man,
I'm
yeah.
done.
I don't know. Would it surprise you if Jake won? Or do you think Mike, because of Mike's body of work, his experience, that he shouldn't be losing a fight like that?
But the thing is you don't get in these things if you don't believe you can win. I'm saying that's my whole thing. I ain't never fought when anything I can win. Every time I ever got in the ring, I thought I was gonna win. I'm like, I'm gonna give my all. I'm like, so the whole big thing is that's the whole process of being a true fighter. You're gonna get your all when you get in there. I'm like, I spar with my son. I'm gonna beat him.
You're that competitive.
But what I'm saying, I'm not gonna knock the daylights out of all this. I can. You can feel the shot when they hit your glove to how hard he's swinging and all that. His hands are a lot faster than mine. And he weigh 154 pounds because he's going, okay. Well, I tell her, I said, no, I ain't getting there with you. I said, your hand too quick, man. I said, your hand quick like this. I said, you catch me. I'm gonna come back on you. I said, I said, that's the whole art of the game, man. Don't nobody want to lose. I said, but that's the competitive nature of anything. I know I'm not gonna get you in the corner and just and no gun. Well, I'm gonna hurt your shoulders and all this. I'm gonna be hitting so hard. I said, I wouldn't do that. I said, but I realized you're quicker than me. I said, so I'm not gonna keep getting hit in the nose like this. So I said, I'm gonna have to pop out a hook. I have to pop out a hook to make you cover up to stay right there for me to hit you.
Gotta keep them honest.
Yeah. I said, because my son got very quick hands, and he's 6'3", he weighed 154, and so I know he gonna be quicker. Pop like this, but it's punches that I throw, he don't even know nothing about. I go act like I'm going to the head and hit him with the body with that right hand. Like that, so That's the whole art of the game of boxing is that, you know what? It's almost like tagging. Who tag each other most?
Another heavyweight boxing legend, Lennox Lewis, who was indicted into the Boxing Hall of Fame in 2009, shared his thoughts on Paul fighting Mike Tyson.
Looking forward to the Tyson fight with Jake Paul.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's going to be a great fight. I'm looking forward to it.
Do you wish it was a sanctioned fight and not an exhibition like it's going to be?
No, because I would feel really bad for Jake Paul. I don't want him to get hurt.
In another interview, Lewis talked about Mike Tyson's strengths and had some valuable advice for Paul.
Mike Tyson, he's fighting Jake Paul. You know this man well. What are your expectations for that big fight?
Mike Tyson is two-dimensional. He's going to come at you, trying to knock you out. You got to try and stay away from him. Stay away from his power. I seen him working out the other day, and he throws some good combinations. Make sure that he's not in the way of those punches. Tyson's a real fighter.
He's 57 years young. He still got it. He still got it in his eyes.
Oh yeah, Tyson can throw a punch. He can take a punch. He's doing something that he's used to.
With all of these boxing legends sharing their thoughts and predictions, it's going to be really interesting to see how this fight's gonna play out. But I want to hear from y'all. How y'all think this fight is gonna go down in November? Who you think's gonna walk out of this in one piece? Make sure you let me know in that comment section down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.